So today we discuss the top 10 important numerical topics for ICSE Class 10 Physics in 2026 exam. Okay. So here we discuss the chapter wise mainly the force, work, energy and power. Okay. So here the core concept is understanding the relationship between the work, energy and transformation and power calculation, particularly in gravitational field and practical mechanics. Okay, so here mainly in our 2026 exam, so the energy mainly associated with a gravitational field, like a potential energy like a P that is equal to mgh. Okay, so typical question patterns look like this. Calculate the power of an engine that can lift a 200 kg of water through a height of 6 meter in 10 seconds. Also find the work done in 1 minute. Okay, so here first calculate force. Okay, so here force equal to uh, if lift upward, that is mg, so mass that is 200 kg and g given 10, so that is 2000 newton. Okay, so here that's the force and work done, that is force into displacement. So force into displacement, and the displacement given in 6 meter. Okay, if a height is upward in 6 meter, it look like the object is here and move upward in 6 meter. Okay, so force that is 2000 newton, obviously not cross, obviously dot, that is 6, so that is 12,000 joule. Obviously that's the work done, 12,000 joule. Now what is the power? So power equal to, we know that work done by time, so that is 12,000 divided by time. Okay, time given in 10 second divided by 10, 0 cancel, that is 1200 watt is a power. Okay, and if you work done, also find the work done in 1 minute. So work done in 1 minute. Okay, so that is obviously the power. Okay, and into suppose a time. Okay, so power equal to what means joule per second, and that is time also second, so we get cancel these two, so we get power into time, so that means 1200 watt into the time given in 1 minute, means 60 seconds, so that means 72,000 joule, work done in 1 minute. And you get this type of numerical, and if you know the formula, you can solve very easily. Okay, and problem solving involving kinetic energy, potential energy conversion, how to convert kinetic energy to potential energy, potential energy to kinetic energy, total energy conserved. Okay, you see the chapter, work done chapter. Okay, I think part C concept book, there is some total energy conversion derivation, okay, or work energy theorem. You see that derivation. Okay, that's very easy, and if you solving 2 or 3 times, you get. Okay, so also solving this type of formula worked. Sorry. So here work energy theorem, work done equal to kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. The derivation is very important in 2026 exam. Efficiency calculation. Okay, that's calculation of efficiency calculation in practical scenario is very important. So here given the formulas, work done equal to force into displacement. Obviously force and displacement are vector quantities, so there's the cos theta, and theta is the angle between force and displacement. Power, work done by time, or work also associated with energy, that's mean energy by time. And third is potential energy, mgh, kinetic energy half mv square. Efficiency, useful output by total input, useful output by total input into 100%, that's the efficiency formula. That is very very important. Maximum number of students, they do not write how to calculate efficiency. Okay, that is very important, do not skip that part. Okay, next, machine, mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency. That's very important, these three parts of the machine. Core concept, understand mechanical advantage, what is velocity ratio and efficiency relationship in the simple machine. Like suppose we solve it taken a simple example, okay, simple numerical. Given the mechanical advantage 5, velocity ratio 6, okay, and that effort of liter 1200 Newton load, and second efficiency, third percentage loss of energy. So here mechanical advantage, that is equal to load by effort, okay, that is given mechanical advantage equal to 5. Okay, so here if effort is uh, uh, effort to lift a load is 1200 Newton. Calculate effort. Okay, calculate effort to lift the load is 1200. So here load is 1200 by effort equal to 5. So we get effort equal to 1200 by 5. That means cancel 5 to the 10 to 4, 40. So that means 240 Newton. So if you want to calculate that is effort 240 Newton, okay, easily calculate. And what is the efficiency? Efficiency means eta. Efficiency means ma, mechanical advantage by velocity ratio into 100%. So mechanical advantage by VR. So here mechanical advantage 5, VR 6 into 100%. If you calculate 3 and 50, so that's mean 250 divided by 3. So you get 83.33%. That's the efficiency. Okay. If calculate the loss percentage, how to calculate the percentage loss? So energy loss, that is 100% minus efficiency. So how to calculate energy loss? That is energy loss, that is equal to 100% minus 83.33. So if you want to calculate this, you get 16.67% energy loss. Okay. So problem on inclined planes on machine. Okay, these are very easy, but there's some angle configuration, calculation, solving load, effort, and their displacement, and pulleys problem. Okay, fixed pulley, movable pulley, single pulley. Okay, that's very important in 2026 exam. Okay, so key formula: mechanical advantage equal load by effort, velocity ratio, distance moved by effort by distance moved by load, efficiency ma by br 100%, work input equal to effort into distance moved by effort, work output equal load into distance moved by load, refraction through a lens. Okay, refraction through a lens, the core concept is like application of lens formula, magnification using the correct sign convention. Typical question pattern is look like suppose object placed 12 centimeter from a convex lens, focal length 8 centimeter, find mirror position, nature and magnification. So you know the formula, that is 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus u, sorry, 1 by v minus 1 by u. Okay, so u given minus 12 centimeter and focal length given plus 8 centimeter, because there is a convex lens. Okay, object always be negative, so find that image position. Okay, so now, so here focal length equal to 1 over 8, and that is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u, and now minus this minus and this one become a plus 1 over 12. So if I solve here, 1 by v equal to 1 by 8 minus 1 by 12. So LCM of 8 and 12, I get 24. So that means 3 minus 2. 1 over 24 means v equal to 24. Okay. So we get final expression. of V, that is equal plus 24. Plus 24 means positive x-axis. Okay, so that means there's a real image, real and inverted. Okay, so problem with object at various position, combined length systems, that's very very important in board exam. Key formulas like it's a Cartesian convention, like if convention is look like there is an origin, and if you place a lens, okay, suppose if we place a lens here, okay, this is the concave lens. So concave lens, and there's that suppose there's incident ray, and there is an object. So object is always in front of concave lens. Okay, so that means the distance from object to this is called pole is called u, object distance, and the Cartesian system convenes that is a minus x plus y, and that's the minus y. So u always negative x axis, so that's why u is a minus. So in that case, if there is a focal length, and focal length if I place here after reflection, so that goes in that direction. Okay, so that's the focus point, and this length is focal length. So focal length f also in negative x-axis. So focal length also be the minus. So actually they follow the Cartesian convention system. If the image created in plus x-axis, so obviously these are the image V, obviously V with the plus, and here same concept here is object height in positive y-axis. So object height with the plus, and if the image created in downward direction, okay, so in Cartesian system, so obviously image height be minus here. Okay, actually they follow the Cartesian system. Okay, clear? Next, and the lens formula 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u, magnification image height by object height v by u, part of lens, that is 1 by f in meters. Okay, so sign convention u negative and f convex for positive, y positive, sorry, v positive for real image. And if you please notes that, okay, sign convention for convex lens. Okay, and if you want to write the concave lens, please write and put in comment section. I will check the answer. Okay, next, sound in echo calculation. Sound core concept, using the speed of sound, calculate distance in echo scenarios. Typical question is like that. In that a man fires a gun between the cliff, first echo heard after 1.5 second, another 1 second, find the distance between the cliff. If velocity of sound is 340 meter per second. Okay, so that formula is that the twice of a distance, that is equal to velocity into time, because someone produces sound and there is a mountain or any other cliff here, sorry, any other obstacle here, so that distance from going towards, okay, source to strike the screen or object and back in same in that direction, so they travel the twice of the length, this distance, into velocity into time. So that means 340 into 1.5 second first echo. Okay, 1.5 seconds, so we get a 510 meter distance. Okay, and so the half of the man to that obstacles, that's the half of the distance. Okay, so distance be that 510 by 2, that is 255 meter. Okay, and the second echo, so second echo means starting from uh, double of 1.5 second, and after 1 second, okay, the total time, So the time taken, that is 1.5 plus 1 second, we get 2.5 second. Okay, so distance here twice of d2. Okay, and that means 340 speed, and here the time means 2.5 second. And we get, finally, if you want to calculate this, we get 400, sorry, you get 850 meter, and only d2 850 divided by 2, we get 425 meter. That's the distance. The distance between two cliffs are the first cliff and second cliff, and distance between two cliffs, between actually two cliffs, that is equal to 255 plus 425. Okay, and we get 680 meter. That's the distance between two cliffs. Okay, so here the sonar or ultrasound application, that's also very important. Multiple echo problems you get in 1 to 2 numerical in each and every year. Okay, that's why solving these numerical is very, very important. Okay, you must be try to solve these echo problem. So here key formula is a single echo distance of reflector speed into time by 2, speed of sound distance by time, relation V equal to f lambda. F is the frequency, lambda is the wavelength. Actually get comes from V, velocity equal to wavelength lambda by t, time. Length by time we get velocity. So 1 by t means frequency. So that's why f lambda. So f equal to 1 by t. Next, very, very important chapter. Okay. Very, very important chapter. Current, electricity and circuit analysis. That's a very, very important chapter. Concept that Ohm's law application, resistor network analysis. So network means here two types of network, series and parallel. Okay, these two are very important here. Suppose we solve a basic question here. Calculate total resistance current from battery and potential difference across the specific resistor in given circuit diagram. Okay, and mix series and parallel combination, that's also important. And finding the unknown resistance value, key formula V equal to IR. Okay, suppose in series total resistance should be added of all resistor values, parallel reciprocal of total, and addition of the reciprocal of single resistor value. Okay, that is very important here. Power, voltage into current, I square R or V square by R. SI unit of power is watt. That's the electrical power. Don't be confused with normal power. Mechanical power equal to work done by time. Electrical power equal to V into I. But both have same SI unit is watt. Okay. Electrical power, energy consumption, electrical power and household circuit. Calculating electrical energy, commercial unit, associated cost. Okay, suppose here in that calculation is uh, calculate cost of operating of 1500 watt kettle in 2 hours daily for 30 days, and say that 6 rupees per unit cost. So that's the watt means per second. Okay, so 1500 watt. Okay, for 2 hours. Okay, so must be solved 1.5 into 2 kilowatt hour. So that is 3 kilowatt hour. Okay, for single days, and for 30 days, 30 into 3, 90 kilowatt hour. Okay, so 1 kilowatt hour means 1 unit. So 1 unit equal to 1 kilowatt hour. So 90 kilowatt hour. So 1 unit equal to 1 kilowatt hour. So 6 rupees. The total cost, that is 90 into 6. So 540 rupees. The total cost. Okay. So comparing the efficiency and application, that's also important. Fuse rating calculation, that's also very, very important. So here key formula is electrical energy kilowatt hour equal to power calculated in kilowatt and time in hour. Cost energy kilowatt hour and rate per unit. So current rating, current equal to voltage by power by, current equal to power by voltage. Actually we get P equal to V into I, so I equal to P by V. That's the fuse determination. Okay, that's very important. Maximum number of students must be confused here. How to determine the fuse calculation. Okay, so magnetism and force on conductor. So electromagnetism, another important chapter, calculating magnetic force on current carrying conductor. So here you get some basic numerical problem here. 0.4 meter long carries 3 ampere current and 0.2 Tesla magnetic field, force on water perpendicular at 30 degree field. So if you want to calculate this type of numerical, actually अगर आप थोड़ा सा एफर्ट देना चाहते हैं तो दे सकते हैं, लेकिन उतना इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं है. ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ भी सकता है और ना भी आ सकता है, बट आपको अगर 95 प्लस स्कोर करना है तो आपको ऐसा टाइप का न्यूमेरिकल जरूर सॉल्व करना होगा. सो डोंट मस्ट बी इग्नोर दैट टाइप ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल. ओके, एक्चुअली दिस आर वेरी इजी. सो यू कैलकुलेट फोर्स इक्वल टू बी आई एल साइन थीटा. So theta given at suppose there is a perpendicular, so obviously 90 degree. So B magnetic field 0.2 Tesla and I 3 ampere current and L length 0.4 meter, 0.4 and sine 90 degree. And you know sine 90 be the 1, sine 0 0 sine 91. So you get, after calculation we get a point release from 0 0 3 to the 6, so 0.24 force means Newton. And if you want to calculate 30 degree, just change sine 90 to sine 30, all same, sine 30 degree, sine 30 be the half, and just that is 0.12, okay, Newton, just half. So application of motors, okay, AC motor, DC motor application is also very, very important. Okay, you get up some application question, working some diagram. Force between parallel conductor. So key formula is F equal to BIL sin theta, maximum force theta 90 degree. So force be the maximum because theta is 90 degree. So sin 90 maximum, sin 0 minimum. Actually 0 or sin 180 be the minimum, minus 1. Okay, so Fleming left hand rule for direction convention, this also very important. Next is calorimetry or heat transfer. Calorimetry principle of mixture heat loss or equal to heat gain. Okay, that is the very, very important, this type of numerical. Okay, don't you get these type of numerical each and every year. Okay, so 40 gram of ice at 0 degree centigrade mixed with 100 gram of water at 50 degree centigrade. Final temperature, find the final temperature C given. Okay, so first heat of ice to melt. First ice to melt means a latent heat, ml. Okay, so here ice to melt, that is equal to 40 into 336, and you get, if I calculate this with the help of calculator, you get 13440. Okay, heat, so essentially this is joule. So now converted, so here next part, 100 gram of water. So for water, 100 gram of water. So heat means 100 gram. So specific heat capacity of water 4.2 joule, 4.2, and temperature difference 50 minus 0, you get 50. So 0.0 and this 0 be the cancel. Okay, so after multiply you get 21,000 joule. Okay, so and see that 21,000 joule obviously must be greater than 13,444 joule. So remaining heat after actually the loss per melting. Okay, a heat after melting. So here the remaining heat that is equal to 21,000 minus 13,440, and you get 7,560 joule. 7,560 joule, and these 7,560 joule means that is 7,560 joule, that is total of mass 100 plus 40, 140 into 4.2. Now these ice are converted into water, so total amount of water 4.2, and final temperature with the T. So solving this, T equal to 7560 divided by 140 into 4.2, and if you want to solve with the help of calculator, you get 12.86 degree centigrade. That's the final answer. Okay, you get this type of numerical in each and every year, so must we try to solve this type of numerical, must be practice. Okay, finding the specific heat capacity, latent heat calculation, okay, heat gain or loss, Q equal to mct, the formula, latent heat Q equal to ml, principle of heat formula, heat loss by the hot body equal to heat gain by the cold body. Step by step, ice turn into water at 0 degree centigrade, that's for latent heat, and 0 degree centigrade water to at some x value or T degree centigrade of water. Now that's a specific heat capacity, not latent heat. Okay, and final chapter, radioactivity calculation of half-life. What is the concept of half-life? Radioactivity, core concept, exponential decay calculation using half-life. Okay, and yeah, if it has half-life 30 days, the third fraction will remain undecayed after 90 days. Okay, just get n fraction 90 days by 30, so means 3. So what fraction means half-life 2 to the power n, so means 1 over 8. That's basic calculation here. Finding the initial and remaining mass, calculating half-life from given data, key formula for fraction remaining 1 by 2 to the power n, n equal to T by capital T, T capital T equal to half-life period, activity lambda n, lambda is a decay constant. Electromagnetic spectrum, chapter spectrum, core concept, relation between frequency, wavelength and wave velocity. You get a basic question. Okay, here the broadcast frequency 1.5 megahertz, speed given, calculate wavelength. So velocity equal to lambda by time period, so that is f lambda. So wavelength lambda v by f, that is equal to lambda. So v is a 3 into 10 to the power 8, and frequency 1.5 mega means 10 to the power 6. So 1.5 times 2, and that's 10 to the power, cancel these, so 10 to the power 2. Okay, so we get only 200 meter wavelength. Okay, so identifying spectrum region, you see then अगर आपके पास अगर ये बुक है, कौन सा इसका बुक और कोई भी अदर बुक है, तो आपको यहाँ पे एक स्पेक्ट्रम का डायग्राम मिलेगा, ग्राफ, उसको ही आप फॉलो कीजिएगा. एनर्जी कैलकुलेशन, key formula, wave equation C. Okay, that is a nu lambda, that's not a velocity, that's a nu frequency, wavelength, C speed of light. Okay, nu is the frequency, lambda is wavelength. Unit conversion 1 megahertz, that is equal to 10 to the power 6 hertz. Okay, so here some bonus important topic. So means principle of moment, fourth chapter में से anti-clockwise moment equal to clockwise moment, finding the position of fulcrum for unknown weight, circular motion, force, banking of road, tan थीटा v स्क्वायर बाय आर जी, इसको आप इग्नोर कर ही सकते हैं, उतना इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं है। कॉनिकल पेंडुलम कैलकुलेशन, इसको भी आप इग्नोर कर सकते हैं। ओके, दैट्स आवर टोटल इंपॉर्टेंट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट्स फॉर 2026 ICSE board exam physics. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask in comment section. I will try to give that answer. Okay, for best of luck your next exam. Thank you.